Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at Ethereum, the second most valuable crypto company by market cap. And I'll give my thoughts on how many Ethereum I think you'll need to be a millionaire in this bull run with detailed price predictions. I'll cover ETH tokenomics, compare the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, and also look at Ethereum to $51,000 price prediction by 2030 as well. And as always, the information in this video is meant for education and entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Okay, now let's begin. About Ethereum. Ethereum is a decentralized blockchain with smart contract functionality, and one of the main use cases I see for it is for decentralized finance applications, or DeFi, which includes smart contract type loans and borrowing. Ether, otherwise known as ETH, is a native cryptocurrency token of the platform and is used to make payments and verify transactions on the Ethereum network. And Ethereum was founded in 2013 by programmer Vitalik Buterin, Gavin Wood, Anthony DiEuro, Joseph Lubin, and Charles Hoskinson. Some of the founders of Ethereum have gone on to create other successful cryptocurrency projects. They include Gavin Wood, who co-founded Polkadot, and Charles Hoskinson, who founded Cardano. And Vitalik Buterin is also known for being co-founder of the Bitcoin magazine, which is said to be the oldest and most established news magazine for all things Bitcoin. Ethereum is a decentralized open source blockchain system, so anyone can build on it, and it doesn't rely on any centralized authority to control or run it, which is the key aim of crypto decentralization. Ethereum uses a proof of stake based consensus mechanism, which works by users validating new blocks of transactions on the Ethereum blockchain, and earning rewards for this in the form of ETH tokens. It should be noted though that you need at least 32 Ethereum to run an independent node on the network. Proof of work, which Ethereum was using prior to the change in September 2022, works differently to proof of stake, as it requires miners to solve cryptographic puzzles to earn rewards and consumes a lot more energy. I think what makes proof of stake more superior option over proof of work is it requires a lot less energy to run it and has the capacity to produce much faster transaction speeds, and Bitcoin, the number one cryptocurrency by market cap, is known to use the proof of work consensus mechanism. The name Ethereum was chosen by Vitalik Buterin after he was browsing Wikipedia for a list of science fiction names, and liked the name Ethereum due to it having the word ether in it. And what I think makes Ethereum unique is it allows for the creation of ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. These tokens are basically a standard used for creating and issuing smart contracts on the network. In terms of transaction time, Ethereum can currently process around 15 transactions per second. However, once the Ethereum 2.0 is fully completed, it is estimated it will be able to process around 100,000 transactions per second, which will be a massive increase from today. To put into perspective why it's important for Ethereum to increase its transaction time, if we compare it with some other crypto projects, Sui, for example, can currently process up to 297,000 transactions per second, and Solana can process up to 65,000 transactions per second. So you can see why the full completion of Ethereum 2.0 will be essential to keep up with its competition moving forward. Ethereum Supply and Tokenomics. The Ethereum network was launched with a total supply of 120 million tokens, and the ETH token is primarily used as a form of currency on the network to make payments and verify transactions on the Ethereum network. Since the proof of stake upgrade, staking now influences tokenomics more, as any gas fees paid for using the network burns tokens, therefore removing them from the overall circulating supply, and the number of tokens issued decreases as more users stake their ETH. The initial token distribution of Ethereum is as follows. 83% is allocated to Ethereum Crowdcell, and 17% is allocated to Ethereum Foundation, early contributors. Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart. One important chart metric I've been watching very closely lately is the Ethereum versus Bitcoin pair chart. And the reason for this is Ethereum has started to go up versus Bitcoin, which is usually a good indication that Ethereum is starting to outperform Bitcoin. As we can see from the chart, Ethereum looks like it bottomed around April 21st and has started to slowly move up against Bitcoin. And one thing to note, if we look back in 2019, Ethereum did a similar move up but then took a final drop before eventually starting to surge against Bitcoin, which as an investor indicated you were better at this point to invest in Ethereum during that period of time than in Bitcoin. So my observation is that the 0.0327 level, as I've depicted by the white line on the chart, could be an important level to cross. And once we hit it, I think we could start to see an altcoin season, which we've all been waiting for. If you would like to look or set up this chart yourself, you just need to get TradingView, which I'll put a link in the description to the correct one. Then once on TradingView, click Add Symbol top right as shown, then search ETH to BTC and click the plus button to the right to add the chart to your trading panel. The one I selected is the Ethereum Bitcoin pair on Binance. Sharplink bets 425 million on Ethereum. It was announced recently that Sharplink Gaming have raised $425 million in capital to fund a new Ethereum treasury strategy, which has been compared to what Michael Saylor did with Bitcoin, where through his company's strategy, he holds over 580,000 Bitcoin today, worth an estimated $60 billion. Interestingly, the capital raise was led by Consensus, a software firm founded by Ethereum co-founder Joseph Lubin, and crypto venture companies including Pantera Capital and Galaxy Digital. And with the money raised, they will acquire ETH, making Ethereum its primary treasury reserve asset, which is huge. In the filing to the SEC on May 30th, Sharplink Gaming said, "We intend to use substantially all other proceeds from this offering to acquire Ether, the native cryptocurrency of the Ethereum blockchain, commonly referred to as ETH." What makes this an interesting deal is Sharplink nominated Ethereum co-founder Joseph Lubin as chairman of its board of directors. After the announcement, Sharplink Gaming stock surged 400% during the May 27th trading day. Key points of Ethereum. Ethereum has several benefits that make it a great blockchain platform, including first mover advantage. Ethereum has first mover advantage in the crypto market, being the world's first blockchain that supports smart contracts. Liquidity. It has a high level of liquidity. This indicates a healthy level of buyer demand, which is a good sign for investors. The ETH burn. ETH burns a number of tokens, which reduces the overall supply over time, and less Ethereum on the market makes Ether more scarce, and therefore more valuable for investors over time. How many Ethereum to be a millionaire in the next bull run? Okay, so before we look at the price predictions for Ethereum in this bull run, let's remind ourselves of ETH's previous all-time high price, which was $4,891 back in November 2021. With this information about the previous all-time high price, let's now look at the current market cap of Bitcoin. As we can see, the current market cap of Bitcoin is around 2 trillion, and I believe that Bitcoin will go higher than this in this remaining bull market. So on the conservative end of my price prediction, and not financial advice, just my opinion, if ETH was able to increase its market cap to around $724 billion in this bull run, then this would give it a price of $6,000. On the mid-range of my price prediction, if ETH was able to get to a market cap of around $965 billion, which does seem doable for ETH in this bull market, given the bullish news recently, then this would give it a price of $8,000. Finally, on the top end of my price prediction, if ETH was able to get to a market cap of 1.2 trillion this bull run, which is half of Bitcoin's current market cap, then this would give ETH a price of $10,000. I believe a price of $6,000 to $8,000 ETH is possible in this bull run. But how many ETH would you need to be a millionaire in this bull run? And let's be honest, it currently has a big market cap already, so will require a large amount of capital at this stage, as we will see. So using a crypto profit calculator, if we enter the current price and the predicted sell price of $6,000, we can see it would require a significant investment of $420,000 at today's price to get to $1 million mark in this bull run. If we do the same again, but this time set the sell price at the very high end of our price target prediction of $8,000, you would need an investment of $320,000 at today's price to get to $1 million mark in this bull run. And finally, if ETH was able to get to the $10,000 price prediction, which I do not personally think is likely in this bull run, then this would require an investment of $260,000 to get to the $1 million mark in this bull run. At the $6,000 price prediction, you would need to buy around 166 ETH, which is an investment of $420,000 at today's price to become a millionaire with ETH in this bull run. At the higher end of our $8,000 price prediction, you would need to buy 127 ETH tokens, which is an investment of $320,000 at today's price to become a millionaire with ETH in this bull run. And finally, at the $10,000 price prediction, you would need to buy around 103 ETH tokens, which is an investment of $260,000 at today's price to become a millionaire with ETH in this bull run. Ethereum to $51,000 price prediction. Can Ethereum really get to $51,000 by 2030? That's the prediction investment management firm VanEck have made, with a bold bull case prediction that Ethereum could reach $51,000 for 1 ETH by 2030. And the reason they have given is based on Ethereum's revenue model, as we can see from the attached graph. Also, this takes into account the decrease in token supply over time and its potential for its technology to appeal to the wider market. So do I think $51,000 ETH is possible? Well, to put this in some kind of perspective, for this to happen, it would require Ethereum to get to a market cap of around 6.1 trillion, which comparing it with today's companies, which would put it above all the current market caps of say Nvidia at 2.61 trillion and Microsoft at 2.62 trillion. So I personally think it's unlikely in the next 5 years, but I'd be happy to be wrong. Ethereum Future Outlook. I believe Ethereum has a promising future, with it being the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap and having many corporate companies building on Ethereum that include BlackRock, Amazon and Microsoft, to name just a few. So this will still make it an appealing prospect for investors. So with all this said, I think it will be interesting to see how Ethereum continues to progress with its roadmap and updates over the next few years, as any major delays could give opportunities to rival blockchain companies like Solana or newcomers Sui, which are gaining ground and looking to take Ethereum's top spot. So let's see. As always, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, I think you'll like this video next, and please be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay notified when I post my next video. Thank you.